mentally ill. There's something really wrong with you. You're a sick motherfucker. That's your problem.
Most of the immigrants are starving.
No, they're not. Most of the senior citizens are starving, and I'm one of them. So don't give me that line of shit. 2.5 increase in Social Security. 2.5 because there's no inflation in this country. Because the rate of inflation has slowed down. Bullshit. 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 Stop giving kids puberty blockers.
What would you tell Kamala if she was standing right here?
That she's a piece of garbage, and she's a liar, and she's a communist, and she's destroying this country, and she didn't stop the filthy migrants from coming across the border, and now we're stuck with them, supporting their lousy, sick asses. Now we have to pay for their hotel rooms, their food, their telephones, their health care, their education. Who's paying for my health care? I'm getting 2.5 increase on my Social Security, 2.5, with the rate of inflation in this country. You know what I can get? Another loaf of bread a month. Kamala Harris. Biden. I am done with the Democratic Party. They're communists. And leave the kids alone. Stop gender-affirming care for kids. Stop Drag Queen Story Hour, where they're being indoctrinated and sexualized and abused and eventually mutilated in operating rooms across this country. Leave the kids alone.
You know, so a lot of these people would say that Trump is anti-gay. Is that true? Or?
There's no evidence of that. He appointed Richard Grenell as head of U.S. intelligence, the first openly gay man to ever hold a position like that in a presidential administration. Not Biden, as they say Pete Buttigieg was the first. That's a lie. It was Richard Grenell, and you can fact check that. He was the first openly gay man to hold a position in a presidential cabinet. So if he's anti-gay, why did he pick Richard Grenell? Why did he appoint him then? He also had Judd Deere as his assistant press secretary, another openly gay man. So that's a damn lie, more propaganda from the main. They're all lies from the mainstream media. That's all. CNN, the Democratic Marxist Party controls CNN. They lie every day. MSNBC lies every day. Morning Joe lies every day. And these idiots believe it. These idiots. That's right. And they believe. Yeah. And they all lie. Propaganda. All propaganda. The View. Why is The View on the air? Why is it on the air?
I don't know.
Five bitches whining and complaining about Trump every day. That's all they do. Why is this show on the air? Who the hell are they? What do they know about politics? What the hell do they know about politics?
Fox News.
Fox News, they're professional journalists. Yes, they're professional journalists. They're professional journalism. It's not propaganda. What does Whoopi Goldberg know about the political conditions in this country? What does she know about working class people, about seniors, about veterans suffering on the streets of New York?
If you're a wine lover, you got to hear about one of the best kept secrets in the world of wine. Our amazing sponsor for this video, Bonner Private Wines Partnership. Imagine enjoying a glass of wine that comes from some of the highest altitude vineyards on earth, 6,000 to 9,000 feet in the Andes Mountains of Argentina. At that altitude, the grapes endure conditions that create intense flavors like blackberry, leather, and a touch of dark cherry. The best part? These wines are untouched by the additives and high sugar content that you'll find in wines at the grocery store or Walmart. No dyes, no artificial flavors, just small batch natural wine created by small family producers. And here's the thing. The region where these wines come from makes them very difficult to get and very rare, but Bonner Private Wines Partnership has cracked the code, making these exclusive wines available to you without a big industry markup. Right now, my viewers can get $25 off their first order when they join, as well as complimentary shipping. All you have to do is visit bonnerprivatewines.com/JayWalk, link in the description. This is a great offer for a great product you will not want to miss out on. Check it out. Now back to the video. So, can I ask why you're out here today?
It's the second Nazi rally in our city, and I had to show up. It's my duty as an American to stand up against fascism today, against an authoritarian regime that's trying to dismantle our country and take away the democracy we should be enjoying.
Do you think Trump is as bad as Hitler?
I don't, I'm not really worried about Trump. I don't think he's as bad as Hitler. He's pathetic. He's really great entertainer. He's shown us the limits of how dark our country can be in the shadow of capitalism. But But I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about the 70 million people who love Trump 110%. That scares me, and I came out today to make friends with whoever I can, to just hope to open the door into a future where we can share America in a more peaceful way.
Are the Trump supporters here fascist? Is that what you were?
Listen, they're voting for a regime that will turn our country into a fascist state. So, guilty by association.
Okay.
Sorry.
Can you define fascism?
It's been defined, you can look it up. It's really just the total control of the people. People really embracing Nazism in America, which shouldn't be a surprise. We inspired the Nazis. We are the original fascists.
The Nazis were big governments, full government control of the private sector, right? That's fascism.
Yes.
They're also National Socialist, big government control. These people want low taxes.
Hi, what's your name?
Matt.
Hi, Matt. My name is Wally.
They want low taxes. They want a controlled border.
I mean,
they want a good
issues,
economy.
And we have to stop talking about it and getting into the
actual issues. You don't want to talk about that?
Because it'll just be a non-stop this, that, nah. We have to stop with the issues, pull back, and look at the big picture of what's
just trying to understand what makes them fascist or this fascist or Trump whatever you're trying to say.
Question was, what makes these people fascist? Well, when you support someone who says, I'm going to be a dictator in America starting day one, then you are a party to that action. There's a direct quote. Day one, I'm going to be a dictator. Day one, I'm going to be retribution for people who. I'm still talking. So there's one.
Don't take it out of context. The quote was exactly, how will you? Some people are afraid that you're going to be a totalitarian. What do you say to that? Will you be a dictator as president? And he said, only on day one. He said only on day one. But he was stupid. He was stupid. He was stupid.
That's him.
Only on day one meant that he would do what Obama did and what Biden did and what he had done in 2016 was put forth many executive orders to make the law of the land his under 4 years. That is not being a dictator. That is saying, I will use executive orders on day one.
Under no circumstances, you are promising America tonight, you would never abuse power as retribution against anybody.
Except for day one.
Except
Look,
for?
he's going crazy. Except for day one.
Meaning?
I want to close the border, and I want to drill.
That's
not
retribution.
I'm gonna be. He keeps. We love this guy. He says, "You're not going to be a dictator, are you?" I said, "No. Other than day one, we're closing the border." And we're drilling. After that, I'm not a dictator.
So that sounds to me like you're going back to the policies when you were president.